Deadpool, Wade Wilson, the merc with the mouth, possibly the most skilled mercenary in the world, and definitely the most annoying. The joke cracking, reference making, fourth wall breaking, taco eating funny man. Deadpool has long skirted the line between hero and villain, between maniac and genius. Well, not so much genius, but never mind. The heroes of the Marvel Universe look on Wade as a joke. The overly cautious among them sometimes worry that the joke might someday turn dark. Deadpool might become too dangerous to be allowed to run free. Most don't give him enough credit for that. They see him as someone to be avoided for the sake of one's sanity and dignity, and not much more. But the universe is not all there is. There exists an infinite multiverse of worlds, each slightly different from the next. Across that ongoing spectrum exists an endless supply of Deadpools that come in every shape and colour. Deadpools of different gender, age, species, time, body types, star signs. The possibilities go on and on and on. It's endless. And the possibilities too trail into the dark side. There exists one world, much like our own, where one Deadpool saw the truth. And this is that story. We all know Deadpool has the power to regenerate, meaning he can heal from anything, and I mean anything. Well, this figure caped in darkness is about to put this poor Headpool's abilities to the test. It's Deadpool, but in a black suit. He's killing other Deadpools and can teleport. Meanwhile, back on Earth 616, the main universe, our Deadpool that everyone knows too well is battling a giant robot, when suddenly it gets taken down by a ship that looks like it has his face on it. It's a Deadpool corpse. He knows Lady Deadpool and Dogpool. He asks who the newbies are, and of course they answer with, "I'm Deadpool." Lady Deadpool tells him that every Deadpool across the universe is being hunted and wiped from existence, and they need his help. They're just about to take off, and one of the newbies is suddenly eviscerated from existence. It's Deadpool. The black suit one. He's on a Deadpool glider like one the Green Goblin would ride. 616 Deadpool takes him down and is about to land a fatal blow until he disappears, and then reappears with a chainsaw inside of 616's chest. Dogpool attacks but gets blown from existence. That one hurt. 616 realizes that his device is voice activated, and they happen to have the same voice as each other, because of course they do. He slices him in half and then blows him away. But there will be others. The Watcher appears and reveals that every Deadpool is under threat across the multiverse, and apparently Deadpool is the progenitor of all things. Meanwhile, on an Earth seemingly run by Deadpools, a council has formed similar to the Council of Reeds, but this one is just filled with a sea of red, all variants of the fourth wall breaking idiot. They're the ones trying to eliminate the other Deadpools, weeding out the so-called spies along the way. Back on the Deadpool ship, the Watcher is explaining how Deadpool is the creator of all things. He tells the tale of one Deadpool who was driven to madness, believing himself to be a fictional character. He went on a murder spree. He believed the only way to ease his suffering, and the suffering of all fictional beings, was to eliminate all of existence. He even attacked the Ideaverse, the place that inspired the heroes of today, aka Robin Hood to Hawkeye. So when he came to the conclusion that if Deadpool was the only one who realised the world was fictitious, then maybe if he killed all Deadpools he could fix it. After hearing all of this, 616 agrees that it did sound like a him thing to do. They land at their secret base in an amusement park because, of course it is, but when they step inside, it's a bloodbath. They have been found. They try to salvage what's left of the squad, but it's a trap, and Kid Pool is done for. After the dust settles, evil Deadpool reveals himself to the others and wants to fight. Out of nowhere, Panda Pool attacks, aka the species that endangers you. All out war has begun. Explosions, samurai swords, everything's flying everywhere. The Watcher starts the monologue when 616 realizes that he's not on either side, feeling betrayed, before he is distracted again by evil Deadpool. They fight and he gets the upper hand until Galactus Deadpool appears. The Watcher goes on to explain all of the heinous acts he's witnessed Deadpool commit over the ages, and by the slaying of all different multiverses he believes that he might end the continuity, which is when he realizes that Deadpool was the progenitor, and so Deadpool had to die. Galactus Pool interrupts, threatening to eat the planet. 616 and evil Deadpool engage in combat once again, both blaming each other for what's happening. But before they can finish off each other, Galactus starts to eat, Lady Deadpool is about to die, but the Watcher steps in, breaking his sacred oath to not get involved, because he has a crush on Lady Deadpool. Lady D informs them that they need to lock and load for what's coming next. They root through weapons and find some powerful enough to kill a Deadpool. They're ready to face him. They take out Wolverine Pill first with a cockroach bomb. Lady D kisses the Watcher and escapes to the ship by herself. She's going to try and buy 616 sometime, so she sacrifices herself for the greater cause. They need to get to the homeworld of Deadpool, who started all this chaos, but they are interrupted by evil Deadpool trying to stop them, before being crushed by a giant Galactus head. The Watcher takes them to Savage Land, where the nexus of all things is, but they're ambushed by these, well, weirdos. They engage in combat, and they dispatch them quite easily, I might say. 616 even wants to eat one of them. The Watcher thinks the big bad Deadpool is creating these counterparts himself, and if he can do it, so can 616. But for him to do that, he must seek the big bad Deadpool. So the Watcher sacrifices himself to send him there, along with Panda Pill. For some reason he's still about. What the fuck? Why him? They enter the portal into a trap. Before anyone can start fighting, they're all taken out by a rogue band of good Deadpools. They team up and, well, here's an action montage. It's down to him. 616 is all that's left now. He walks right up to the front door and kicks it in. It's him. It's the last Deadpool left. There's only two of them left in the multiverse now. They begin to fight the last fight of their entire lives. The Evil One explains that all of existence is suffering because of them, so they need to die. But 616 counters with, why kill it? Why not make it better? Because you hate yourself too much, the Evil One retorts menacingly. He explains that, remember when you got that chainsaw on your gut? Why isn't your clothes all bloody and cut up? The continuity won't let him change, that's why. As he lays dying with a knife in his chest, 616 explains to him that he didn't even stab him. He made that knife appear in his chest with his mind. He tells him to stop keeping himself from healing and let go. He's allowed to regenerate. He starts to heal and 616 begins to forgive him and tells him that he will be able to make amends for all the damage he has done in time. And then he slices off his head. He tries to make sense of it all and the whole progenitor thing along with the self-healing clothing, but just gives up. He's the last Deadpool alive. Woo! Or so he thinks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, that's okay. Like and subscribe. Peace.